fighting until we're dying. Every single time we fight.
KTT Wisconsin here. I'm chilling with my boy Brock Lesnar. Top 10 Dream Fighters of 2009. Let's fucking do this shit.
KTT, Nickel Man, top 10, Nickel Man, top 10.
91 years old. Hey, let's see what he got.
Oh, and he comes in hard and fast on Nishiyori.
Kenny Rice is rarely right about anything, but when he said that Abel Cullum came in hard and fast at Dream 7, a truer statement has never been spoken. Now, Abel Cullum might not have the most technically sound punches or the most dominant ground game, but what he lacks in his technique, he makes up for in his giant heart.
You know, this kid isn't going to give up until he's out. Exactly.
Cullum's fight with Hideo Tokoro was my choice for the 2009 Fight of the Year. The fight never would have reached those accolades had Cullum not powered through his exhaustion and continued to take it to Tokoro. Cullum, for this reason, certainly deserves inclusion in the top 10. Who would have thought at the start of 2009 that Katsuyori Shibata would fight 3 times during the year and enter 2010 undefeated? That's right, I said 3-0, because we all know that Shibata put work in on Izumi, so don't even try to tell me otherwise. Shibata's first fight of 2009 saw him fighting the master of footlocks in a partial footlock battle. Imanari must have creamed his pants watching this one. The conclusion of the fight saw the birth of the Shibataplex, and I'm sure Minowa Man was proud to have lost to such a warrior. Then to Dream's White Cage, for a high-paced fight that saw Shibata earn his second KO victory over a Puroresu brother, Tokimitsu Ishizawa. And finally, the great Izumi robbery of New Year's Eve 2009, a day that will live in infamy. Shibata showed significant heart in all his fights, and definitely deserves the number 9 position.
You cannot escape, and I cannot escape, so I grab your fucking leg, and now it's gonna break. You cannot escape, and I cannot escape. 312, oh now it's fake.
It seems like a year doesn't go by without the MMA community telling Kazushi Sakuraba his business. After his disappointing 2008, these cries for retirement were stronger than ever. Yet without hesitation, Sakuraba came back and proved all his detractors wrong. Sakuraba knew his fight with Zalgalasic had the potentiality of brutality. He knew he was giving up age and strength, but despite the possibility of death, he stepped in the cage. He weathered the insurmountable storm that faced him, and through his unbeatable spirit, came through with a victory. Sakuraba has earned the right to fight until he decides himself unfit. Godspeed, Saku.
I'm Joe Warren and I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm Joe Warren and I'm gonna fuck you up. Hey kid, put your hands on me during the pre-fight stare down. I'll fuck you up. Bibiano Fernandez, fuck you. I'm Joe Warren and I'm gonna fuck you up.
I really don't know what was going on there. Anyway, some KTT members might disagree with me on this one because of his polarizing personality, but I think it would be hard to say Joe Warren doesn't display significant heart during his fights. It takes a certain je ne sais quoi to get into the ring with Chase Beebe and Kid Yamamoto without any previous MMA experience, and even more of a something I can't explain to beat them. Add in the fact that Warren was more than willing to trade punches and not just out-wrestle his opponents, and he's all the more worthy of a spot in the top 10.
Warren, yo, my name is Sakurai. Fucking chicks while Shinya Aoki rides. Korean barbecue in the summertime. Fighting until I die.
Nobody had a more up-and-down year in 2009 than Hayato Maha Sakurai. After smashing Aoki to tears, he went on to be head-kicked into oblivion by Marius Zaromskis, and then submitted by Akihiro, holy fuck I speak English all of a sudden, Gono. His apparent lack of motivation, or love for Korean foodstuffs, or busy filming schedule, whatever it was, definitely took its toll on him in 2009. And yet, every time he stepped into the ring, he still managed to fight to the best of his ability, and he never quit. Coming back to face Zaromskis after receiving that cut was particularly heartfelt. Here's to hoping a motivated Maha shows up in 2010.
Good night, Irene. Your smile makes a stripper nervous. Good night, Irene. Taking more shots than Belladonna.
big kibosh with the 2 wrist watchers needs a special mention here. It's kind of amazing that Kinnikuman Top Team was able to hook up with such a like-minded MMA fanatic, and he's willing to rep us on the big stage. Not only does he consistently give the best commentary in all of fight sports, he also supports the MMA community at large, and lurks where we work. Keep rocking those red Speedos, voice, and we'll keep sprinting to the TV Ultimate Warrior style whenever you're on.
I bring gangs. Every time I fight, I throw bombs. Every time I fight from the hood. Every time I fight, I bring gangs. Every time I
Hiroyuki Takaya, the real Dream Featherweight Grand Prix champion. After getting diced out of the WEC in 2008, it would have been easy for the Street Fight Bancho to fade out in 2009. But he said, fuck that, and jumped right into the Grand Prix. After a great fight against Jongwon Kim, Takaya scored 2 impressive come-from-behind victories. First, against Yoshiro Maeda, in a fight that he was possibly on the way to losing, and then the amazing battle with Hideo Tokoro, which saw Takaya dropped in the last minute of the first round. His war with Bibiano Fernandez was a great conclusion to the Grand Prix. It's just a shame that bitch Fernandez stole the crown from its rightful owner.
I wash my hair in the sink. I jerk off to JAV. When I enter that ring, yo, I can't eat. But when I enter that...
Top 3 fighters were always a lock in my mind, but their arrangement in that top 3 was kind of tricky. Hideo Tokoro could obviously be number 1 on any given year, but this year, he's number 3. It was an up and down year for Tokoro. After getting bounced from the Featherweight Grand Prix by DJ Taiki, he re-entered the tournament and gave us the fight of the year against Abel Cullum. The pace Tokoro kept in that fight was nothing short of remarkable, and if I could watch those 2 dudes fight every day, I would. In the semifinals, Tokoro almost bested Takaya. It was particularly amazing to see Tokoro come back out for the second round, knowing that he most likely wasn't going to make it to the final bell. In a time when some fighters refuse to engage, Tokoro is never stalling, never waiting, never halting. It's very hard to describe the exact energy Tokoro radiates during his bouts, but there's an understanding between us that he will continue to fight and we will continue to support him no matter what.
Right kick, left kick. Right kick, left kick. Right kick.
Now, I could wax philosophical all day about Marius Zaromskis, but what more really needs to be said than this? This right here. Maybe a little bit of this. That's pretty good. Then there's this. And finally this. Enough said.
Give me Bob Sapp. Give me Hogman Troy. So comes you. I'll break them all. I am a Super Hulk.
And here it is. The reason why Kinnikuman Top Team exists in the first place. Ikuhisa Minoa. The essence of courage, of heart, of the never quit spirit. After going to war with fellow top tenor Katsuyori Shibata, the day came that I saw this picture. And everything changed. The Super Hulk Grand Prix. God damn. Now I'll be honest. I bet against Minoa on a parlay at Dream 9. Fuck. I was never happier to have a ticket blow up on me. I didn't make the same mistake twice though, and after Minoa Man battled Hongman Choi for a full 12 minutes at Dream 11, I was a very rich man, both in pocket and soul. Now, how the fuck are the bookmakers going to handicap Minoa's heart? It's just impossible. Yet those morons never learned their lesson, and Minoa proved them all wrong one more time at Dynamite 2009 when he blasted Sokuju in the face. Bada bing. Rejoice, KTT, for our savior is alive and strong. War Minoa Man, he dominated 2009. That concludes this very special edition of KTT Wisconsin. KTT New York, Bloodstain, Judo Jerkoff, Big AC. KTT Georgia, Gravity Eyelids, Deadly Ampoot, KTT Chicago. Let's get some videos going. Everybody in the forums, relax. Detroit Bushido, pool's closed. I know I'm forgetting a lot of people. Everybody, let's keep going strong and make 2010 a great year for fucking Kinnikuman Top Team. Later.